Well, I am blooming knackered, I tell you that. I got in yesterday and, well, I got in yesterday. I can't see, I told you I was knackered, I can't even speak. I got in today from playing around with that Savage X, the 4.6 one, the GT6. And then I made a loaf of bread and a chocolate fudge cake because that's what the kids wanted. And now I'm playing around out here in the garage and we've got something interesting to talk about. So I want to show you these two chargers. So we've got two brand new chargers from GT Power. Now these have recently just turned up to me. Now GT Power has been a long-term sponsor of my channel. Whenever they get new chargers, they release new chargers, they always send them to me first. And I've had pretty much all the chargers over the years, and I've brought them to you as well. Hopefully you've been happy with them all and you like them. And the good thing now is Wheelspin Models stock GT Power, so you can either buy these chargers from GT Power directly, or you can go to Wheelspin Models and you can buy them from there. And they don't just do the chargers, they do all the other things that GT Power produce. So GT Power have sent me these two brand new chargers. So we've got their PDX4. This is a really small charger. I've had them for a few days and I've been playing around on just sort of using them, but don't get me wrong, they can do a lot more than what I've been using them for, and they can do a lot more than I'm going to say. So if you're interested in these chargers, I highly recommend that you go and have a look at the GT Power website, or go to Wheelspin Models and have a look at them to see exactly what they can do, because these chargers these days, modern chargers, they look basic but they can do loads of things. So let's have a little look at the box of this one. And we got also a C610 intelligent balance safe charger discharger. This one is designed to be very small, portable, DC powered. This is more your charger that you'd have on your bench to charge up your LiPo batteries, things like that. Now we've had other chargers from GT Power in the past where you can charge multiple batteries, 2, 3, 4 batteries in one go, whereas this one's only got one port on it. It's interesting because on the side you can read all the information about it if you need to, and if it isn't long enough, please pause or go on to one of the websites in the description to read all about these. But this has got storage charge, discharge, balance charge, and it can charge PB, it can charge LiPo, Li-Fi, nickel metal hydrate. What's the wattage? 200 watts of charging power. This has got 80 watts, 65 support max power, working power, 80 watts plus. So that's the boxes. What the charger's like. One thing I do want to mention, because it comes up fairly often, questions that I get asked when it comes to charging batteries. Now, when you have a Nitro car, which is what I tend to specialise in, you have a hump pack, right? This is the battery power that powers your receiver, and pretty much 99.9% of the time they come with these, either one of these two plugs. Now you can obviously take these plugs off and put an XT60 on or something else. You've got to do the same to your receiver, but most people don't want to be doing that and just plug that straight in. Now the sort of charger that you need to charge these batteries is one like this. Now this is my charger. I've had this for more than 20 years, probably getting on for 30 years. And in order to charge the types of battery, you have a little lead like that, and you've got the little banana connectors that go in the side of these chargers. Now obviously pretty much all of the GT Power chargers don't have little banana connectors. They have XT60 ones built in, and people have been buying these chargers and then asking me questions going, how on earth do I charge the hump pack from my Nitro car? It hasn't got an XT60 and it won't fit. How do I charge it? Well, there's a couple of different ways, but the way that I use, and this is going to be a bit of an iffy thing because I can't find it, but I made an adapter. I wish I could find it. I've literally been hunting everywhere before I started filming this little bit, because I thought I've got to show them, but I can't find it. But it's quite simple to do. You get an XT60 plug, like the one on the end of this adapter, which is different. This is the one I made for Dean's to XT60. You get an XT60 plug, which will plug into your charger. And then you literally, well, you get one of these plugs and you solder that to a piece of wire on the end of your XT60. So you effectively make one of these. Obviously that's got a Dean's on the end of it, but you make one of these basically, but with that plug on the end. And that XT60 goes into your charger from the GT Power charger, and then the other one goes in your battery. That's it. That's how you charge it. Obviously, because those battery packs are nickel metal hydrate, you don't need the balancing thing, because it's, unless you've got a LiPo one, it's different. Alright, you can buy LiPo receiver batteries with those plugs on. Obviously then you just plug the balance port into the balance thing on the charger. You don't need to do anything else. You just need to adjust a plug to an XT60. Very simple and very easy to do, but that's the way I do it anyway. Probably other ways. Anyway, so this one's DC powered, and it's an interesting little charger. Seems to work quite well. No screen on the front of it, just got some buttons, and you've got some lights. You've got 4 ports, and I'm powering it with a battery pack power bank at the moment, because the plug to go in the plug sockets has gone missing. So I'm just powering it with this power bank, just so I can demonstrate to you that it's turned on. But you can power it with an XT60, you can power it with one of those little plugs there, or with a USB-C. And obviously you put your charging, your little cables in there, and away you go. Chargy. It's PDX4, trying to get it to focus, 4-channel 3S lithium battery multi-function charger. Very handy little piece of kit. Portable. This one, like I was saying, this is quite portable, but it's more for something that you'd have on the bench. This one comes with a sticker as well, that one doesn't. And also this one doesn't come with any cables or wires. When you get it in the box, it literally just comes like that. Don't get any wires, cables. You get a little instruction book, but that's it. This one comes with the wire and your 240 volt plug as well. And you've got a little screen on here, and you can just go through all the different settings. You've got storage, you've got balance charge, storage, and discharge. You can do your condition, 3.2 volt we've got there at the moment, current 2 amps, 2S, it goes all the way from 1S to 6S, 22.2 volts, LiPo, it does LiPo, LiLo, as I like to call it, LiFi, LiHV, SSLB, nickel metal hydrate, nickel cadmium, and PB, which is lead acid. So you can charge car batteries with this. Task, normal, AGM charge, cold charge, and discharge. You can do a lot of things with this little charger. Very handy piece of kit. I've plugged a LiPo in the back of this charger now. It gives it a little bit more oomph, so you can see it a little bit better, because really it should be between 9 and 20 volts to power it with that. And that little battery pack's a bit less than that, but this one's 11.1. So yeah, powers it up nicely, and yeah, nice little charger really. But like I say, there's many more uses to these 2 chargers than I'll ever use it for. So if you're really interested in it, I really recommend that you go and have a look on either GT Power's website or Wheelspin Models' website. You can get all the information you need from there. Although if you do have any questions, just ask me and I'll do my best. I'll read the manual, I'll do whatever it needs to be to show you. I literally just use both of those chargers, the C610 mainly, to charge up the battery for me starting easy start thing for the T-Max, and also the little battery that goes in the roto start for one of the Savages. And in the winter I use them to charge up the LiPo that does the engine heater, but I haven't been doing that recently. So, but I did test it with that battery and it was good. Nothing bad happened, so good charger. If you like them, go and have a look at the websites. Links are in the description, and I fully support GT Power. So far, we've had nothing but good products from them. So, that's got to be a good sign. And if Wheelspin models are stocking them, you know that they're good products. Got these 2 batteries here. These are no good to me anymore. I got these when I went for a little bit of a phase of having electric for the kids. And we had some, we had a Savage XS, and we had what little, I don't know what it was, Habeo thing. And but I got rid of those because we don't necessarily like them anymore. But I've still got the batteries, so I've just texted a mate of mine and I said, look, do you want some batteries, man? So I'm going to sell them very cheaply to him, and that money's going to go in the motorbike fund. I keep forgetting to mention, right, I know I mentioned a while ago that we had a little bit of a motorbike fund, a dirt bike fund, because my daughter wants a little motorbike, and I've been trying to get her one, a decent one that's not going to fall apart and break. So we went and had a look at a couple. Well, I went and had a look at a couple because it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. I went and had a look at a couple. They had really good pictures, you know, and I thought, brilliant. But I'm not the type of person, I mean, it depends what the product, it depends what I'm buying, really, you know, and it all depends. And if it's for me, personally for me, I am the sort of person that would look at pictures, ask a question or two on the internet, and then as far as I'm concerned, I'm committed. I'm going there and I'm buying it. The only thing that if it's actually nothing like in the pictures or description, when I get there, then I might turn around and go, look dude, what the hell's going on? But usually I'm committed and I'm having it. But because this isn't for me, it's for her, I've been a lot more conservative. And I went to look at one. It looked really good in the pictures. All the tyres had loads of tread. It was perfect. And when I got there, the back tyre had no tread on it at all, apart from at the side. You know, when they go bald and they got the bits poking out the side. They've obviously been doing burnouts. Steer clear of any motorbike that's been doing burnouts, because burnouts don't just wear the tyres out. They wear the engine out massively, because they get really hot doing a burnout. You know, they're not going anywhere. There's no air going through the engine. It really does hammer those engines. And it was all rusty, and I said, dude, this is nothing like the pictures. And he turned around and he said, oh, those pictures were from about 3 years ago. I said, why'd you put them on the listing when you're going to sell it then? He said, well, that's the only pictures I had. I said, why didn't you take some new pictures? He said, well, it's got bald tyres. I said, I know, that's the reason, man. I'm not buying that off you. I'll see you later. A couple of other ones are a bit iffy as well. So I know one of you donated a little bit of money towards it, so thank you very much. And I've been selling all my RC cars in order to get this little dirt bike for her. So I'm holding out for the right one. You know, when you get some, you go and see something, and if it's right for you, you just get that feeling, don't you? It feels like home, and you think this is right. If you're going to buy something and you're a little bit, you know, your stomach, your gut's not quite there, always trust your gut feeling. And yeah, so you just got to wait for that one where you just go there and it just feels like home, you know what I mean? It feels easy. That's the right one, and I haven't come across that yet, but we're getting there. I'm selling all the little bits and bobs that I don't need. These batteries going to go towards it and things like that. So I know some of you have asked, have you got a motorbike yet? How's the motorbike thing going? Well, there you go, that's how it's going. Haven't found the right one just yet. All of these batteries are going out the window and all. No, not interested in any of these batteries anymore. I'm having a proper slim down on just things that I don't need. I think I'll probably keep a couple of these because they go in the roto starts for the what's it, the T-Max. So I need to keep, not that one. I think they're no good. See, this one's no good. Don't know why I kept it. I have a habit of keeping batteries that are no good, hoping that maybe one day they'll become good again and I can go, oh, that's working now, I'll keep that battery, that's brilliant. But anyway, right, I'm going to be out of here, I reckon. For those of you that might be wondering, I'm working on a remedy, a permanent fix for the Savage gearbox. I know a lot of you think that I was just ignoring you, maybe because I think that I'm better than you all. Couldn't be further from the truth. I look up to you all. But I wasn't ignoring you, and I'm not ignoring you. I just want to experience the failure firsthand, and I haven't experienced the failure in full because the grub screw never fell out, but it does loosen itself. So now I've experienced that, I'm going to come up with a remedy. I know you lot are thread locking that grub screw in, but in my opinion, as an engineer, or I used to be an engineer, not anymore, I just drive bulldozers now, but I used to be a fabrication engineer. You never thread lock an adjustment screw. They have different methods of keeping them in place. That grub screw should be tight enough where it doesn't come loose by itself, along with the pressure from the spring keeping it in place. The grub screw's a bit loose, that's the problem. So I'm working on a fix, and obviously the fix is going to be a slightly wider grub screw. I haven't done a lot to it, but I am working on it. And when I get the wider grub screw, I'm going to be doing a lot of testing with it to make sure that it does work and it doesn't fall out like the ones that are currently in it do. And then I'll make them available to you lot. I'll see you later on. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're in the market for a new charger for your batteries, GT Power, Wheelspin models, they stock them, or you can go to GT Power's website and have a look on there. The links to both websites are in the description of this video. I'll see you later. All the best. Don't let people take you for granted because you're better than that, and don't take people for granted because you're also better than that. You can do anything, and you are the best version of you. Cheerio.